Done.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, whoever is here on the first day of this new year, 2024. Happy New Year to all of you who are here today. And it's a great start to a great new year. A good morning. So I would just like to wish you with my face on. Here I am. Good morning. How is it going? Are you all good?
Very good.
Does it
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year? Does it matter if I look like this? Am I a good looking guy?
Yes. With the monkey face. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good looking monkey and a good looking monkey face. I think even if I look like this, all I want to say is that I wish everyone good. I wish all of you well. So happy New Year again. And when I was told to come here today, what spontaneously came to me when I was told what topic would you like to talk about. Usually a topic is given, but it was within a matter of 2 seconds or 3 seconds that I just said from one person to another, just be good. And I don't know why this topic just resonated from my heart at that moment. Uh, I think ऐसी चीजें आपके दिमाग में या दिल में आती है हमेशा जो हर वक्त शायद चल रही होती है. तो शायद बीइंग गुड और दिस वर्ड गुड या हम हिंदी में कहते हैं अच्छा. यही वो चीज़ है जो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इज ऑन माय माइंड और इन माय हार्ट. So if we just say about the new year, I would say happy new year. आशा करता हूँ आपका साल बहुत अच्छा जाए. Hope it's a very good year for you. Or hope you're doing good. I'm feeling good about being here. And he's a good person. He's a good human being. She's a good human being. It was all good. How was the experience? It was a good experience. So I'm traveling. I hope everything is good. मैं अच्छे से वहाँ पहुँच जाऊँ. आपने अच्छे से खाया. So I think the word that I consciously use the most, or I hear the most in the day, or is consciously there in anybody's heart, is the word good somewhere. And what does this word good? Uh, uh, what do you think about this word good? Can I just hear from Shabana, Vasanji? Good सोच के आपके दिमाग में क्या आता है?
Good. So good. Like acha. So everything is happening fine like that. There is improvement. There is goodness behind it as well. So yeah.
Okay. Yes, Vasanji. So Vasanji can tell us whenever. Yeah. Yes, Vasanji. What good आपके दिमाग में क्या आता है whenever you think for the word good? Hi, Samina. Happy New Year. Good to have you here.
Happy New Year. Yes.
So we were just saying when you talk about the word good, so good आपके दिमाग में क्या आता है? What do you think about it?
Good, I feel, is a very vague term. You have to be precise. Because good में क्या होता है कि it comprises, but what it comprises of?
Okay.
How would you define it? Let me know.
I said so many. You've just joined in, so I've said so many things about the word good. Like I said that when I was invited for this today, I was just told what topic do you want to, what topic should we discuss, and it was just within 3 seconds. It just came to me that from one person to another, just be good. So I think, like I said, I've been using this word good uh, all the time in the day. If there's a word or any feeling which is there in my heart or my mind throughout the day, it is गुड, जैसे छोटे एग्जांपल्स होते हैं ना कि हम कहीं जा रहे हैं, बस अच्छे से पहुंच जाए, अच्छे से खा लो. Is that person a good person? So I come from a field which is entertainment, which is I'm an
Hmm.
actor. So what matters the most is आप अच्छा काम करें, वो काम अच्छे से रिसीव हो, वो काम आपको अच्छी रिकग्निशन दे, अच्छे पैसे
Hmm.
भी दे, आप अच्छे से ग्रो करें. Because anything opposite of this uh, in the field that I come from, uh, uh, it is just Friday to Friday. Any last work that you do has to be good work. It has to reach well. So this word is very important. And over the years, for me, if somebody asks me these days, we are making this show or we're making this film, would you like to do it? So my first question these days is always, who are these people who are making it? Are they good people? Is it a good production house? Uh, uh, would they treat us? Would they treat me good? Because the first thing that is very important for me is being in a good environment
Hmm.
to get the best out of me, to be a good actor and to make it reach out to people with whatever I'm offered. It is very important that मेरे आसपास के लोग उस मोमेंट पे अच्छे हों, एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करें, अच्छे से उन चीज़ों को लिखा जाए, अच्छे से उन चीज़ों को पेश किया जाए, क्योंकि there are a lot of times a lot of money is involved, but if the basic nature of people and if the basic idea of people of goodness is not there, then even that money doesn't make you happy or doesn't make me happy. So these days, my first criteria has always been working with good people. And so I was just talking to my wife the other day. I said, I've realized whether it is a corporate culture or whether it is a general, if you're working in a bank, whether you're an actor, whether it is anything, it is always to do, you cannot be in isolation. आप अकेले नहीं रह सकते. It is always about people. अगर आप, if you're doing a job for somebody, then you're working for people. If you're doing a job in a company, you cannot but you cannot help it, but you're working with people. आपके आसपास लोग होंगे आपके लेवल पे, आपसे थोड़ा सा ऊपर, आपसे थोड़ा सा नीचे, but you're working with people. You need all kinds of people uh, in your same zone, in the zone above you, in the zone below you, to make that whole company work. So the second part of it is either you're working for people or you're working with people. And if you're heading a company or if you have a business or something, then you are making people work. So in all these three cases, you cannot help it, but you have to deal with people. And what is the best way to deal with people? If anybody would like to, if anybody would like to say something.
Yes, I totally agree. I think sometimes because work is like we spend most of our time in with our work. So if there are people that we really like, enjoy working with, so the work become more of fun as well, not
Yeah,
just you're not dealing with the overwhelm of work only. So I
yeah,
think it's very important that you choose people to whom you align with, because I think
yeah,
everyone has some good and bad qualities, but
yeah, absolutely,
that
absolutely.
yeah, and we may not resonate with all kind of goodness, but certain goodness that we see and we look.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
great. Yeah, absolutely. I think like you use the word resonate and align and a good environment. And like the topic is from one person to another. Just be good. What I think the first step of uh, uh, first step to me is a very self initiative. It's an initiative from myself first. It's always the first step. Whenever I enter a space, I don't wait for somebody else to be good to me. I always take the first step getting into the any space and being good to somebody, like greeting somebody well or probably with my gesture, with a smile, with my behavior. Uh, I start the process of being good, and there are times, there are 90 out of 100 times people reciprocate in a good way. There are sometimes people don't, and and I always take it as that they have something going on in their life, or they have something on their mind at that moment, which is not making them reciprocate to me at that moment in a good or a warm way, and I don't take it personally. I leave that person there. So there are two aspects to it, which I feel. One is about uh, from one person to another, being good to somebody, and the other aspect is and a very important aspect, I think, is being good to my own self, or being good to your own self first. And it also comes with not letting somebody just walk all over me for my goodness, take me for granted, uh, or disrespect my goodness towards that person. So protecting my goodness is also a major part of being good. Uh, so this is what I feel about it. And yes, not reacting in a manner that somebody else is reacting to me or responding to me at that moment. Uh, like probably just कुछ भी argument हो गया है तो either taking a step back, thinking about it, not just saying something spontaneously out of the mouth, waiting, then responding, or just being silent at that moment, or after that first step of being good to the other person who is not known to me, seeing the response, I have done my bit. Like I have broken the ice, I have done my bit, I have shown what I am made of and what are my values, and I then take a step back and wait for the other person if it has to go in a harmonious way, or it doesn't have to go in a harmonious way. It is not necessary that probably we get along with everybody that we come across, and it is not necessary that everybody will like me or everybody will think I'm good. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. But yes, in my heart, if I have been good towards somebody, if I have done a good job, if I have been honest, good with my deeds, I think it is very fulfilling for me. And so वो बात वो है कि am I taking responsibility? Yes, I take responsibility of being a good person, and I do my best at every step to be a good person and make somebody else feel good. And in my experience over the years, uh, how do I feel good, or probably how do I do a good job? Uh, uh, how do I do good in a specific situation? uh, Answers to all this very gradually came to me with as whatever life has progressed in the last few years, and it has always been that when I'm just thinking about my own self constantly, तो वो feeling नहीं आती. Then that goodness is not growing inside me, and I'm not able to be too good, or I'm not able to have that amount of, बोलते हैं ना कि कोई चीज आपके पास बहुत है तो आप किसी और को दे सकते हो. So how do I begin it? And to me, what has come over the years is I can only begin it by thinking about others. How can I contribute to the well-being of others? How can I contribute to anything that others need? So I say a line a lot of times when somebody asks me, okay, as actors, we always have sometimes we have long breaks between two assignments. Sometimes we have a break between the assignments also, which can probably be a long break. So I always say this line that जब काम ना हो तो किसी के काम आ जाओ. So I always believe in whenever there is an extra time, I always do my best to help others, be good to others, and that is how I believe the goodness or being good uh, works for me. If there is anything that any of y'all would like to say, there is Namina, Samina, Vasanji, anything that you would like to say that comes to you with whatever I've just spoken.
So what is coming to me is like that it is like, it's a very conscious effort. So you have to consciously do it. Otherwise, you are you can easily flip into the reaction mode, which we tend to go at times, not always. But
Absolutely.
and today, as a new year, like I can think that is the best example when everyone tries to, be good to self and others, because it's a first day and we try to have it, the best day. And of
Absolutely.
course,
Yeah.
as the year progresses, we resume our normalcy. But then, yeah.
Like our normalcy is what as the year progresses, we resume to our normalcy. Is like first day हमने effort डाला कि हम बहुत good रहेंगे and gradually वो धीरे धीरे as the year progresses, it goes less. Is that what you mean?
Means the consciousness decreases, right? It's not that we become less good, but it is like
Absolutely.
we don't put
Like
that much conscious effort, like, okay, this day should be perfect, like
yeah, like when we talk about Maven, the first thing that comes to my mind is Maven is a good platform. Why? Uh, because it is doing good for people. It is giving people a good feeling, a hope, uh, uh, whatever you come here with in your mind. Just by being here, just by listening to people, just by sharing a little bit about uh, uh, your life, uh, you get your answers, probably you get your solutions, or if nothing else, we get a we get the required patience, the courage, or probably the wisdom to deal with uh, life or that situation for some more time. And if we are not able to beyond that time, we come back to the Maven platform, because Maven पे आके हमेशा आप रिचार्ज हो जाते हो और अपनी लाइफ से थोड़ा सा और बेटर डील कर पाते हो फ्रॉम मेविन टू मेविन. So, like I say, from person to person, be good. So, Maven as a platform, consciously positive, is doing great. So I want to congratulate Shabana and Nupurji that it is an extremely great initiative to touch people's lives, and it is definitely a very good platform. So, like I said in the beginning, there are a lot of lines. Uh, have a good year. I hope this happy new year is very good for you. A good person, good food, a good life, a good wife, good children, good parents. I think the word good is uh, अगर हम ध्यान से सोचें तो हम चाहे बोले ना बोले लेकिन within our daily being, this word is the word which is maximum there, if not in our language, but in our feeling. That यार सब कुछ बस अच्छा हो जाए. Everything should be good. So this is a very important word, and when I say from person to person, just be good, I think it's a very important aspect of it. From one person to another, just be good. And with COVID, like a few years back, when COVID happened, one realization that I got was I lost a few friends who I had spoken to probably 10 days back or something. It was just too sudden. And all the first thought, all I could remember was uh, not the uh, things we've disagreed on, or not the times, uh, for the lack of the better word, when we've had arguments about something. But the first thought that always came was the smiling face of the person, was a good time we've spent. Uh, and that always, whenever I think about those people now, it is that feeling which I always remember. So it is the goodness uh, of those people that I've always remembered. And it is the good of all the things that have happened in my life that I always remember, which, whether it is about work, day-to-day life, people, or even as basic as food. खाना भी अच्छा और टेस्टी होना बड़ा जरूरी होता है. So this is the crux of it. Like I said, even if you're working, it is about either you're working for people, you're working with people, or you're making people work. And I think the only thing that will or that gives me the desired progress or makes me elevate my life is this word. about being good at anything that I do, being good uh, about the way that I do things, or being good as a human being. I think it matters a lot कि कोई भी चीज में बहुत अच्छे से कर पाएं, बहुत अच्छे हो, और उसके बहुत अच्छे रिजल्ट्स मिलें, irrespective of irrespective of सामने क्या हो रहा है. And this is what I think about it. And if there's anything else, is there anybody? Mr. Okay, Rajveen is here. Rajveen, I happen to attend Rajveen's session. Rajveen, how are you?
Fine, I'm energetic as ever. I am going for beauty pageant finals.
Wow. Okay.
This
Congratulations. All the best.
because
Best of luck.
yeah, I love your topic. I love every day consciously positive. Makes me transform me every platform that I join. It transforms me, whether beauty pageant or talk shows. They just transform me. And today I would like to say that, like you said, right? See the good in people. Sometimes, you have to like, I'm a very positive person. So sometimes in 2024, I'm also trying to see the good in a negative situation. Because in the world out there, you try to be good, but not every day is a good day. But you try to train your mind in a negative situation by laughing. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So uh, basically, uh, whether or not I'm already a winner. So let anybody say anything. I have tried my best, and that's it.
So when we began this session, I think you joined late. I began this session like this, and I spoke like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I spoke
I
like
like it.
so. We
I
spoke
like
like this for the first 2-3 minutes, and
I like the
I
smiley
don't know.
face.
Does it matter? Yeah. So I don't know if it matters if I look like this or if I look like this. I don't know if it matters, but I think all that will matter is
Be yourself. It's
if I'm good to you. And like you said just now, that life sometimes is not good. People sometimes are not good to you. Situations and days cannot be good every time. And like you said, that you derive the best and good out of
sometimes
every
injuries will help you grow. Injuries
yeah,
will help you grow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever
So
I've seen of you, your sessions, uh, you are doing wonderful with your life, and
yeah.
you're like an idol to a lot of people uh, who know about you, who have attended any of the sessions or any of the interview you've given. To me, you're already a winner because you're participating in that beauty pageant. You're already a winner because I always see you deriving good out of things. You're there to derive the best out of it. And
Yeah.
I think I joined a little late. I was talking about being good from a person to person. One very important part about it is also being good to yourself and not letting things and people walk all over you, not letting somebody
See,
disrespect and
see,
protecting your.
I'm totally agreeable on this because no matter how much you are good to people, people will always say critique about you.
Of
So
course, yeah.
be kind to yourself. And also, one more thing I would like to cover is maybe Shabana would like to cover another topic which is called protection boundaries for yourself.
Yeah,
When to
yeah,
say what, when to say no.
and to say
You
no.
have to say if someone's discriminating you, you have to say no.
Yeah, you have to say
Yeah,
no.
if it goes on for 1-2 times, it's fine. But if it goes on every day with the person you love, from the people you love, then obviously it's a no.
That is being good to yourself.
Yeah.
I think
So
that is
in,
being good to yourself.
so in that way, your topic is a very, very comprehensive thing, that be the good. So you have to, they said that today may not be a good day, but see the good in every day. So that's what I've been doing.
Absolutely. And I've been seeing you do it. So I'm a
Yes.
witness to it.
So I'm really proud of you. We have to do show together, and we have to rock this platform and rock this every platform. I hope that everyone have prayers for me on the 6 and 7. Thank you very much, Amit, for your support, and for your Shabana Nupur, for your joyful, making me joyful every day with this platform. Thank you.
It's the other way around, Rajveen, looking at your face and looking at you talking, and you always coming up with something amazing like this. This is a beauty pageant. Last time also, when I had encountered you here, you were doing something different. You had some kind of an interview. So I always see you, progressing and trying new things, and you're very religiously here and sharing your thoughts. And it's the other way around for me. Whenever I come here as a speaker, it is never that I feel like probably I'm inspiring somebody. It is always the other way around. Whenever I hear people like you talking, it is always inspiring me.
And
I feel,
Amit, if
yeah,
I if I may add, we have to. If I may add, we share the same profession. You are also
yeah.
motivating others in a different way, but
I
you have your own way. I have my own style. Every trainer have their own style.
yeah. But your style is better. Your style is a good style, and I'm still getting there. So I think it matters, and I think it's not a for me. It's not a profession. It's more like a service.
Passion. Yeah,
Yeah, it's more like a service. It's more like about
it's like a passion and service.
yeah, because I think I care for people. I think
Yeah, the
here's
same way.
one thing that I have is a lot of care.
Yeah,
The care is that converts into the goodness or the good part of it.
yeah,
Because I think if you cannot do anything else for somebody, you can just take care. Like one of my teachers told me one line. He said, if you want people to trust you, take care of them. And when you're taking care of somebody, it's a very selfless thing. I feel so that when I'm taking care of somebody, there's no expectation in return. Like if I'm making somebody who cannot see cross the road, uh, there's no intention. There's no self intention to it. Or if I'm like there are a lot of service campaigns that people do where they stand in the sun for the whole day for the people so that whoever is coming for that specific campaign is comfortable and gets the best out of it. So that the service that they give out with a very selfless approach and a smile is amazing. And I think over the last 4 5 years, much more growth uh, in the sensitivities of people in terms of caring for people. And even if, like in a city like Mumbai, probably you don't get a chance to interact with your neighbors too much. In spite of you staying across uh, on the same floor, you don't come across each other for 2 to 3 months. But you can be rest assured that if it is 2 in the night also and some emergency has happened, you go ring the bell, even if the person has differences or anything with you. The first feeling that comes to you, the first feeling that comes to any of them is care. They jump in to help you take care of things. And I think the initiative of these WhatsApp groups uh, for the buildings and the societies these days, where you need anything, you just message and people just jump in with
yeah,
suggestions. As small thing as probably some made you need to some big thing that has happened in your life. So I think if anything, any initiative, if it is used in a good way, in a wise way, It can be extremely good for people. It can be extremely helpful for people. The only important part is using it wisely and not going overboard with it, and not being too self-centered or selfish about anything. So this is the main point that probably comes to my mind. The goodness of it, uh, being good, receiving the goodness of it, and I always feel it starts from me first. Like I was saying that I take the initiative first. If I'm in a space, I take the initiative first to break the ice with a smile, with any of my gestures, to be good to that whole space. And even if I have to reach out something which is not in a good taste, like whenever I go for shoots, there are sometimes it is to do with cleanliness, sometimes it is to do with some kind of behavior. It can be anything. How I reach this out to the other person is very important, because the way I reach is what sets the tone for the next line that comes to me. So if I reach it out in a good way, that even if it is the smallest person who probably cleans that room every day, and if I come and see that it's not very well done and it has been consistently happening, so it is just about saying that, hi, yeah, you've been doing a great job, but of late this has not been like this. Can you please take care of it? And sometimes just tipping them a small amount of money, or probably sometimes just giving them a small gift. And this is what people remember. Like I've always realized that as an actor, I go to different places and different work zones. There are rarely any other professions which have so many new people and new environments that a person encounters every day. So there are jobs which I do for a day also, for a week also, for months also, and sometimes for years also. And every time when I enter a new space, uh, uh, what has worked for me over the years is I've been good to even the smallest of the people. So if there are 200 people working on a shooting set, I have not just been good to the producers or the directors or my fellow actors or whoever are at the senior post. I've always been good to even the first and the a person working in the lowest rank. I always say this. I always make it a point to ask people their names. So I don't address them on a shooting set as "Arey spot dada, ek chai lao." I always make it a point that I ask them their name, even if I don't remember it for my life. But if I remember it for those days also when I'm working there, because there are so many people we come across, I always address them with their name, saying Dinesh ji or probably Dinesh dada, aap ek chai laenge. I think it makes them feel good. And even if I've forgotten that person in the last 15 years of my acting career, if I have gone into a new workspace, I have not even realized that वहाँ पे जो 200 लोग काम कर रहे हैं उसमें से 20 25 30 लोगों को मैंने एनकाउंटर किया है इसके पहले, कहीं ना कहीं 5 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले. And just the fact that I've been good to that person in a moment, or in a long span of time, or in a short span of time, whenever I've met that person. So whenever I enter there, I don't even have to do my first scene at times. Before even I've shot my first scene, these people who are uh, at the level, uh, uh, they already go and tell the others saying, अरे ये सर आए हैं, ये बहुत अच्छे आदमी हैं, अरे ये बहुत अच्छे एक्टर है, अरे देखना ये कितने अच्छे से बात करते हैं, ये देखना इन्होंने मेरे को ये, even if I've given a cap to somebody, that person is probably till date wearing that cap. ये कैप्स याद है क्या सर आपने दिया है? और probably ये शर्ट या टी शर्ट याद है क्या सर, वो मैं अभी भी मैं कल पहन के आऊंगा. So I have not even realized, probably I have forgotten the person's face, because we come across so many people while working. But that person has already set the tone for me at the new workspace, which could be little nerving, or for the lack of the better word, uh, I've not even tuned into that space till I do my first scene, till I uh, say my first dialogue as an actor. So that whole एक जो nervous energy होती है हमारे field में, for an actor before you do your first scene, it is these people on that shooting set who have already cut that nervous energy for me by telling all the others, saying that, oh, this guy is there, please be rest assured, ये तो बहुत अच्छे हैं बहुत. So that word अच्छा, or probably good actor, good human being, a good person, probably a good friend, a good husband, good father, a good brother, uh, uh, just a good acquaintance, a good uh, uh, a good participant uh, in the society, and just a good human being. I think it all comes down to that. And the word good to me is jitna, like jitna आप दोगे उतना grow होता है. So if I'm able to do anything to make somebody else's life good, I think it gives me immense satisfaction, and that goodness multiplies inside me. It gives me a good feeling. Of course, whatever I want in my life, oh, I wanted something like probably if I wish for a car and I've bought that car absolutely has given me happiness, 100%. Taking that car, looking at that, putting that AC on, putting that audio on, and driving and. But what has given me more happiness is when my family is sitting in that car and we are traveling, we are going somewhere, we are eating together, we are talking, and that car has created that free space for my family. So when I think in the other perspective of it, it is not about that good car. Absolutely, the good car by safety measures and everything and the comfort, of course. But that whole good feeling is about the family sitting in that car, or probably my friends sitting in that car, or probably that car being used uh, uh, for a good service. If I'm going somewhere and if 3, 4 people can sit in that car, going to the same space, making their lives better, so that they don't have to travel by the public transport, so that they can comfortably reach with me, talking, creating a good environment. So I think that is the feeling that uh, uh, is more important, and I've been able to gradually, differentiate between what is the good that I mean by that car, or what is the good that I mean by probably my dream house. What is a good, if I say I am a good actor, or I did ये role उन्होंने बड़ा अच्छा किया. He's done very good with that role. Uh, what do I mean by it? It is not just that I've acted very well on that specific role. It is that that part which I did has reached and touched somebody's heart, has convinced somebody that, oh, this happened, and has probably, if it is a comedy streak, it has made somebody laugh. Uh, so whatever is my intent of goodness, uh, when I get a scene, when I take up a part, I get ready and go from home. I think about it for so many days, that how will I do it? How should I do it for it to look more entertaining, for it to for people to like it, for people to enjoy it. The basic feeling is, as actor also, like Rajveen just said, that my profession and her profession, and it the profession is about touching people's hearts. Entertainment is about touching people's heart. As an artist, it is very important that whether I do a good role, probably a negative role, or a comedy, or a romantic role, it should touch somebody's heart. And if I'm able to touch somebody's heart, it is a good feeling for that person. And I think my job is done from screen, from, like, even if it is on screen, from one person to another. I think I've just done good. So this is basically what I mean about from one person to another. Just be good. And it is Shabana, Neelamji, Rajvi, Samina, Vasanji. I just hope I've been good to you in these 40 minutes that you've given me early in the morning. And I really wish that this 2024 is an extremely good year for you. All the years following 2024 are extremely good for you. May your family, your friends, you yourself, your health is all good and extremely good. And whatever we all are struggling with, whatever is our situation in life that we've been grappling with, sometimes it is changing partially, sometimes it is not changing at all. Uh, I'm just wishing and praying and saying that please don't worry, it'll all be good. So this is what I wanted to say. If there's anything that Anybody would like to ask or say or share, please go ahead. Shabana ji, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amit. You have been really good to us. And thank you for your goodness. I think what you are actually talking about is the goodness of humanity. Like we have to, uh, you know, uh, be good to ourselves and others. And that's very important because it grows on goodness itself. Uh, I would invite Neelam ji, Vasant ji, Samina ji, Rajvin, if you want to add or say something.
I would like to add, Amiji, that you're such inspiration to me, and I definitely am going to picture you and Shabana and Nupur while I'm answering my questions of grand finals. So thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
It's the other way around for me, Rajvin. You're very kind with your words.
Yes.
But I think uh, with the way your life is, you are like an inspiration to me. It's always the other way around in my case. You are miles ahead in terms of inspiration, in terms of spirit, in terms of goodness, in terms of deriving out the best out of any situation. I think you don't even need to answer any questions on stage. If you just look at them and you just smile, you're going to win. So
Yeah.
you are a
Pageant,
walking
pageant
people
pose.
have to be
Yeah.
yeah, people have to be a talking answer. People have to talk their answers out to win. People just look at you and your spirit, and you are already a winner for me, always. And I'm always happy to whenever I'm here for a session. I'm always happy and encouraged see you more than probably thinking about me being here. Thank you,
You're most welcome to call me anytime. You
hundred
can share
percent,
share ideas. Yeah, you can get my number from Shabana. No problem.
definitely.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Yes. Anybody else? If Neelam ji, Vasan ji, anybody?
Yeah, coming to the, end, I spoke in the beginning when I joined, and I would just say that, what you said and how you went about it was very nice, and it gave a true picture. But what I said was, about the word good was, I would say that, uh, the language, the English language, or any language for that reason, has so many beautiful words, And I know good is, as I said, vague, but if we can add, like, nice, fine, and so many other things. See, according to the situation, I know you are generally saying there is no this particularity, but usually in my speeches or in my writing, I see that the word, I do not repeat the word, I change it, according to the situation. So my
Absolutely.
meaning
Yeah.
was, and that's it. And it was a wonderful presentation and rendition from you and even Rajveen, which was very genuine from the heart, and positivity flew. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Samina. And I think you're absolutely right. There are many words, and it is important to use the right word. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि oh, this is the person who I love. Oh, this is a person who is my very good friend. Or this is a person who is my close friend. This a person who is my friend. Oh, this person I'm acquainted to. इनको तो मैं बस एक आध बार मिला हूँ. I don't know them much. So there are stages. There are stages about everything. Yes, जैसे मैंने start में कहा था कि this goodness has two parts. One is from a person to person, just be good. But the most important part is being good to your own self, being good to my own self, so that people just don't walk all over me or take me for granted for my goodness. So protecting myself is also a very important part. And like you said, that using these words wisely, तो कहाँ पे nice रहना है, कहाँ पे good रहना है, कहाँ पे extremely good रहना है, कहाँ पे कुछ नहीं रहना है, लेकिन बुरा नहीं रहना है, is also very important. Otherwise, it is very important to live your day-to-day life with probably being wise and having wisdom, because otherwise, like they say, no, even if you have immense goodness, आप उसको wrong जगह पे खर्च मत कीजिए, तो wrong लोगों पे खर्च मत कीजिए, ताकि जो डिजर्व करते हैं उन पे आप पूरी तरह से खर्च कर सकें, क्योंकि आप उन पे खर्च करेंगे तो वो आगे और वैसे ही अच्छे लोगों पे खर्च करेंगे. एंड आई थिंक whatever good, bad, right, wrong, it is very important to have platforms like Maven to come to just be here, even if I don't have something to share, just being here, just listening, probably just listening to an experience of somebody else, just listening to somebody's question and the answer for it, sometimes just gives me that key to live my life for the next 7 days, 10 days, for a month, or sometimes suddenly in my life with a situation coming, I think of this part of it, what I heard here today, and it gives me the answer to what I should be doing at that moment. But yes, like yeah, I said in my prayers, in my deeds, in my words, in whatever way I can, I am one person, and you to me are another person. I just wish and I want to say that just be good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ammit, for sharing. Sanju has just joined. Sanju, would you like to add?
Yeah, tell me, you want me to say something?
Yeah, if you would like to share something, anything that comes to your mind with from one person to another, just be good. Anything, just very
No,
spontaneously.
I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. That's all.
Happy New Year.
Have a great day, everyone. Have a blast this year.
Yeah, let's have a blast this year. Let's let it be a very good year for all of us, if it works for you.
Yes.
That was good.
I think everyone needs that. You know, mask. We should have that.
Yeah,
Like,
we all should have this mask. Like whatever works for you, whether it is this monkey mask or even the other mask, it just works. Makes you feel good.
What, Shabna? Say something.
yeah, I've already said so many things. You join
I
me.
missed.
It was a very good session. It was great being here at the beginning of a new year. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for inspiring me, and for this time, whoever could participate. Thank you, Vasanji, and thank you, Shabana. And let's come back
Yeah.
sometime with something more interesting and something more inspiring. Till then, let's keep inspiring each other. Let's hold each other's hands and keep going through all the good and bad. And in the end, I'm sure everything will be good. And in the end, I don't mean by the end of life. It could be the end of that situation in 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, 1 week, to the next situation. But every situation in your life, I just hope and pray that every situation in your life that whatever you're going through, at the end or very soon, at the end of the situation, it will be good and you are good. And I would see you soon with all the good news that you have to or you would like to share uh, towards making others feeling good and inspired. Thank you. Have a good day and a good year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Amit, for starting our year with so much of goodness. Thank you. And Happy New Year to